Let's come to the end of this chapter, that is water conservation. Water conservation under this category, we have a rainfall, rainwater harvesting system. So it is the technology in which we collect the water, store the rainwater from the rooftop, land surfaces, from the various catchment and watersheds. Using the various technique, if we collect the rainwater through the rooftop, we store this water in the tank or under the ground area. Then if collect or if store if we collect the rainwater from the catchment area, from the surface runoff area, then we have to construct the check dam for storing this rainwater. If you remember, we had discussed the percolation tank also. So in the rainy season, we are going to excavate this artificial reservoir for storing the rainwater, and through the porous medium, this water may be percolated under the ground, and groundwater level will be increased. And when the water is needed, then we can extract this water through the by digging the wells, by digging the aquifers. So likewise here also, the rainwater harvesting means the collection of the water from the open area, from the large open area. It is a technology used for collecting and storing the rainwater from the rooftop, land surface or catchment by using the various techniques, that is tank or check dam. It is the most promising alternative for supplying the fresh water in a phase of escalation demand of a water. So it is the one of the best method, and recently in India or in all over the world, this system, this technique will be or might be used for storing the water. So the component of rainwater harvesting, first component, very important factor is the required precipitation. Then the collection of water from the surface catchment area. If the house is there, we require the rooftop. If the natural stream is there, we require the catchment and watershed area. We require the surface runoff. Then the water storage. Once the water collected, we have to store this water for the long period, and when it is needed, we are going to extract this water. So water storage, then the distribution of a water, that the stored water that has in the future, if this water is required, this water is distributed by using the various mechanical device, by using the pumps, by laying down the various pipes, etc. So distribution of water. Then the why this rainwater harvesting is needed. See, it is a neither energy intensive and nor labor intensive process. So the need of the rainwater harvesting, or it is less cost. It requires the less cost. Hence, rainwater harvesting, when the groundwater table reduces because of the high urbanization, the rainwater harvesting is the most reliable solution to improve the groundwater level to attain sufficient in public distribution of a water. So when the groundwater level becomes low, it reduces because of the certain factors. Then to improve this level, we have to put or we have to give the this water conservation technique. The purpose of rainwater harvesting is it has two major purposes. For the agricultural and human consumption, we can adopt this rainwater harvesting system to increase the groundwater recharge. It reduces the stormwater discharge, then the urban floods and overloading of a sewage treatment plant. It also plays an important role in such a region. It reduces the sweeter area, a sweeter water content in which is increases in the coastal area. It reduces that part. Then the advantages of a rainwater harvesting is provides self-sufficient water supply. It reduces cost for pumping of a groundwater. It provides high quality of water, soft and low in the minerals. Improve the because see in third point we are using the filter media also. So once the water is stored or once the collected water is allowed to pass in the tank or allowed to store in the check tanks, it has to uh, follow or it has to filter first. So through this filter media, if there is a debris, if there is a larger particle, if there is a silt, if there is any smaller particle also, so through this filter media, we can filter that water and we will get the fresh water that can be used for the various purposes. So it improves the quality of a groundwater through dilution when reached groundwater. It reduces soil erosion in urban areas. Rooftop rainwater harvesting systems are simple, which can be adopted by individual. Any single person it can be adopted. It, should be or it can be used by any individual person. So rooftop rainwater harvesting systems are less costly to construct, operate, and maintain. Then rainwater harvesting is preferred in hilly area also. It is very much useful in Iceland and desert area also. Then the rooftop rainwater harvesting is a less expensive. So these are the total 10 or more than 9 to 8 advantages of a rainwater harvesting. This is the one of the good technique for conservation, which is used for conservation of water. If we use this technique, definitely they save the lot of and we save the maximum amount of a water, maximum amount of a rainwater. That water that has been wasted when it flows above the surface, when sometimes it's percolated under the ground, sometimes it is not useful for any other purposes. It is not used to for irrigation. Also, it is not useful for the. It is not percolated also. So this type of a water can be collected, can be stored, and can be distributed whenever it is needed. So rainwater harvesting is the best technique of a water conservation. Thank you.